We exist to build relationships. It's been fundamental to our company since its very inception in 1981. And when the leadership team was together for the first time in 2016, when we talked about our core purpose, it sounded cliche at the time, but it stuck. And everybody in that room knew that that's why we exist in the world, was to build relationships, and doing so through the act of construction.
No matter what we're doing, no matter where we are, whether it's on the job site or in the office, anything we do in our personal lives after work, we're working to build relationships.
Whether it's with a trade partner, a supplier, city staff, and especially our clients and design partners.
As well as internally with our coworkers that we work with every day.
Really trying to understand who they are, what drives them, how do we get engaged and involved with them, and then at the end of the day, how do we be a partner with each and every one of them?
Being that go-to resource where they come to you with questions, you're able to walk them through anything that may come up. Building that relationship continues to give back time and time over.
And it creates a completely different experience when you're working on a construction project, when you're doing it with a relationship lens than a transactional lens.
Every project that we do is a heck of a lot more fun to be a part of when you're working with friends.
It's fun to work for a company and enjoyable that's at the forefront of everything we do.
The goal of building a relationship is not just doing a project for one time. It is the repeat business, and it's why you want to work with Graham Construction. If you don't want to work with us again after a project, then we haven't done our jobs correctly and we've failed to build that relationship.
When the company was first started by John Graham, his people said, you know what, we can't cut corners. We have to look at it through the eyes of our owner, and really asking yourself in the most difficult situations, what's the right thing to do for the client?
We listen to what our clients' wants and needs are.
Making sure that every decision that we make is to give them the best finished product at the end of the day.
And when you run into problems, framing everything in the light of what's in the best interest of the client, the answer is very simple.
Might not be the easiest for us, and we might have to go through a lot of extra work, but it's making sure that's best for the owner, but also the end users and the patients.
It gives an opportunity to truly think the longevity of a project, which in return goes back to the longevity of the relationships that we've been able to build with some of our clients since 1981.
Never compromising your reputation can be summed up in terms of the acts and the way you behave. Could you tell your priest? Could you tell your mom? And could you tell the judge? That was always something that stuck with me. It's pretty simple when you look at it in those terms.
Never compromise our reputation is simply delivering on all of our commitments.
You make a commitment, you follow through with that commitment, no matter what it takes to get it done.
We're never letting anything just slough by.
We're not gonna cut a corner to save $1. We're gonna spend extra money to make sure it's done and built correctly so we don't have issues down the road.
What is this building gonna look like in 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now? And is the decision I'm making today, how does that impact the long term of the building and our clients?
There's a quote that we talk about from Warren Buffett that is, if you lose money for the firm, I will forgive you. If you compromise our reputation, I'll be ruthless. And I think that really helps guide every decision that we make.
I think what separates 3G companies apart from its competitors are its focus on our 3Gs, our Graham mentality, our Graham way, and our Graham guarantee, which allow us to fill our commitments to our clients.
We're gonna always do what we say we're gonna do, and one of those things is the Graham guarantee. If we don't get the project done on time, even if it's one day late, we give 10% of our feedback. And I think that really proves that we stand behind our word and we do what we say we're gonna do.
Core value number 3 is do whatever it takes to get the job done. And I see this in action every day from all of our people, from our office staff to our field staff.
I think there's numerous examples of seeing whatever it takes to get the job done in action within our business. There's a few that come to mind where you could look at storm responses.
Driving down to Georgia or Oklahoma to pick up products that have been delayed in shipping in order to get the project done on time.
That might mean we can't start that job until 2 in the morning.
That could be turning a phase over 2 weeks early and really busting your butt just to make sure that that client could have that ribbon cutting on a certain date that they really wanted to.
Some of our field teams are traveling hours away to run multi-year projects. And so I think if you spent one day at Graham Construction, you'd be able to see core value 3 in action on a daily basis.
What John Graham believed when he first started Graham Construction is that if you were going to ask people to make millions and millions of dollars worth of decisions to hire your company, that you should show up dressed appropriately. But being professional is treating the janitor and the CEO the exact same way. That's what a professional does.
Showing up in a suit and a tie, that visibly explains that we are professional, but what it really means is making those decisions and helping our clients through difficult times and difficult decisions.
It's the way we interact with others, and it's the way that we interact in a difficult conversation.
How we answer our phones, how we conduct ourselves, how we market ourselves, and at the end of the day, that really speaks to how our company culture is and how we're portrayed in the outside world.
People know Graham's in the room when we show up, just by the way that we're dressed, by the way that we talk, by the way we address issues, always maintaining that professionalism in everything we do.
Our journey towards having a safe culture really began with our people in the field taking a common sense approach to not just avoiding OSHA citations, but how do we keep everyone on our project sites safe?
It's not one person's job, it's everybody's job. It's never a budget issue on a project. You have to do it safe, and everybody has to do it safe, and everybody's looking out for everybody.
We all are trained in safety. We all identify safety risks or hazards.
When a new person comes to site, we have them go through our safety orientation, and I think that really sets the tone for what we expect on site.
We're in the top 1% nationally for our EMR rating, and everybody takes safety extremely seriously. We strive for perfection on a daily basis.
This is the most focus-driven company on safety that I've ever been a part of.
Every single person throughout the company, from top to bottom, has the understanding that they are responsible for fostering our safety culture, and it's truly a team effort. It takes everybody to create that culture and foster that culture and keep it alive and thriving.
It starts in the office, putting thought ahead of time to plan safety into the project, empowering every single person within the company to stop an unsafe activity and say something about it and make sure it gets corrected. Not just talking the talk, but actually following through with it.